welcome to another episode of the LUCA project. Woohoo! Yeah. Wow, yeah, I'm feeling good right now. Life is just really good, and yeah, I'm just enjoying these moments right now. So yeah, yeah. Let's get down to business, shall we? And shall we will. So yeah. So for today's topic that I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be talking about farm life. And, you know, a lot of people, a lot of you guys, may not know this, but, I have llamas. And, to some people, that's really cool. I gotta agree, they are like cool animals, to like a certain point, you know. So yeah, like I've had llamas, since I was like 12. And it's 2023 right now. Yeah, I'm 23. So yeah, I've had my llamas for about uh, like 11, like 10 plus years. So yeah, like wow, like it's crazy to think that I've had llamas for that long. Yeah, and and the thing is, like my dad, he got llamas, from a rescue, and yeah, and he got them as pets because we have like a big, like wide open space in the backyard, and like yeah, we have like an electric fence around it. So and like and my dad, his thing was like he didn't want to have to cut all of that grass in there, and so that's why he got llamas, so they could munch on it and like eat it up. So yeah, and guess who had to do all the work? Yeah, guess who had to take care of the llamas? Myself and my brother, not my parents. I should say like my brother and yeah, me and my brother's parents, like like our parents, like yeah, yeah, but our parents, like they would like come down, occasionally. Well, well, I shouldn't say occasionally, like, but like maybe like once or twice or something like that. Yeah, and and the only time my dad comes down to the barn is when we shear the llamas. Yeah, so like yeah, uh, we have someone who comes out around like May, and we and they and they shear the llamas, and the fun part is capturing the llamas. Yeah, like because like it literally takes like a village to like capture these llamas, like because like my dad, he would get so many, he would get some of his like grad students to like help out. Yeah, and they were very helpful, and like it's just like yeah, like it's definitely like a little bit like hard work, like it's like you gotta have like stamina, like you always gotta be prepared to capture and any the llamas at like any given moment, Yeah, and we have like one of the llamas who's like the worst of all. Yeah, she's like really kind of hard to capture, but in the past like few years, like we've been like very fortunate, and we've captured her like literally on the first try. And like there was this one time when like my brother he captured this like hard llama. Yeah, and like he was about to like let go of her, but he held on tight. Like props to my brother for that one. Yeah, like wow. Yeah, like it's definitely like a hoot for sure. So yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like if you could just like imagine, like myself, my brother, and a few of my dad's grad students, and my dad, all just trying to like capture the llamas. Like, can you just imagine that? Like, it's yeah, it's kind of like exhilarating a bit, and I definitely do get a rush out of it for sure. But like, yeah, like yeah, but like for the past few years, I've been like holding on to like the llamas, like holding like the lead, like when they get sheared, and there's usually like another person. I should say like two other people, like just to like make sure that they're like stable and they're not like moving around. Like wow, like yeah. This is like y'all like y'all should definitely um um yeah, I don't yeah I don't really know like if I'm gonna like be able to like film any of it, because like yeah, like but I'll just like, explain it as best as I can. So yeah, so yeah, so yeah, and then yeah, and then usually like when we're done shearing the llamas, like there's usually hair on the ground, and then that we usually like pick up, and we just like put them in bags, and we leave the bags in the hay barn. And we normally don't do anything with the hay, with the bags of fur, like because like that fur like could be used to be it could be like sewed into like a sweater, or like a coat for the winter, like yeah, like because like my grandma, she used to sew, but she doesn't anymore. And my dad, he also had another grad student who also sewed, but doesn't do it anymore. If I remember correctly, I think my mom also sewed, but I don't remember. So yeah, and we've collected like so much fur over the years, and they're just starting to like collect dust, and like honestly, I feel like they should just get gotten rid of, because they're not being touched, and they're just like sitting there, collecting dust, like, but I don't know. So yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, that one llama that's kind of like hard to capture. Yeah, her name is Cavatappi, and that's a pasta name, and Cavatappi literally means corkscrew. So yeah, like, and that's kind of like another way of saying like like crazy or something like that. So yeah, all the llamas, yeah, they're named after pastas. Yeah, and because my dad's Italian. Yeah, and I'm also Italian. Yeah, as well. So yeah. So yeah. Their names are Cavatappi, Bucatini, Fusilli, Orchiette, Farfalle, and um, oh yeah, and Talia as well. Okay, so yeah, those were our six ones that we still have. Yeah, and we also had some other llamas, other a few llamas, and then we also had two alpacas as well. So yeah, and the other three llamas' names were Ziti, Gnocchi, and Dilini. And the alpacas, they were pasta sauces. They were Aya Oya and Carbonara. So and also when we would like shear the alpacas, like they had like their own table. So like you would like put their excuse me. So you would like put their like paws or their like feet on like like that you like tie like a rope around their feet, like like so probably so that way they wouldn't like move, say on both their feet. Yeah, and then they would like lay them flat on the table, and then I kid you not, like one of the alpacas, like one of them like literally screamed bloody murder as if like they were being like hurt, but like no, like the shearer was just trying to like shear them and like just get them all nice and ready for the summer. So but the other alpaca Ioya, like she was fine. It was like Carbonara who would scream bloody murder, like oh my goodness, like wow. And then like when the alpacas, when they were done being sheared, they literally looked really skinny, like a stick, like and like you could like easily like break their neck, like like that's how like skinny they were after they were sheared. Because like probably alpacas, like they probably have like more fur on them, and that's why what makes them like really skinny afterwards. Like it was like pretty funny. So wow, so so that's what we would do with the llamas. We would like shear them. Yeah, and but basically on a day-to-day basis with the llamas, I would like feed them grain. I would like clean out their stalls, and then after cleaning out their stalls, I would put down PDC, which is some kind of like a like it makes like the stall like smell nicer. It's kind of like in like a freshener, an air freshener a bit, but for like the llamas. And then I would also like clean out their water tub and then refill it, and then also give them hay, which I feel like a lot of animals, like cows and horses, like and llamas, I think they all eat like hay, you know. yeah, and they also have like tons of grass to eat, So yeah, yeah, they're not gonna go starving anytime. It's not like they're gonna go starving anytime soon. So yeah, 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 and yeah, also yeah, I made a TikTok video about it, yeah, that I also posted on YouTube, and I will link that video below, so that way you guys can watch it and enjoy it. And like during the winter time when I would take care of the llamas, we would always have like a water heater in their water trough, like to keep the water from freezing during the winter. Like, yeah, yeah, and honestly, this past winter, you know, like it got down to like in like the negatives, and like the water like did not freeze at all, and I'm very surprised that the water did not freeze, especially with the water heater in it. Like that, yeah, yeah, I'm just kind of like shocked. But if it works, it works. So yeah, yeah, like we would have like a water trough in there to keep the water warm. Yeah, and we also have like a water tank room that we could just like use to like fill up the tub. Yeah, or also like another alternative is snow. Like we would just like put snow in there, and then the snow would just like melt into water, because that's basically what snow is. It's just frozen water. Yeah, so yeah. Wow, yeah. So yeah. Wow. Yeah, what else about my farm life? Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We also we give them a lot of hay during the winter time because there's like snow on the ground and there's like no grass around. So yeah, yeah, there's that. Yeah, and honestly, and like yeah, yeah, in like recent years, like we've been giving them hay, like year round, like like even during like the yeah, even during like the spring and like summer, like we would still give them hay, and I'm just like, like that's kind of like a waste of hay, because that's more of like for like the winter time. It's not really made for like spring or summer or even fall. Well like maybe fall. Yeah, like maybe around like November ish is when we would like start giving them hay. So yeah. Oh yeah, and like we would always like get her like fresh bale of hay, usually in like September, so that way we're ready to start giving them hay when the temperature starts when it starts getting like colder. So yeah, there's that. Um, yeah, yeah. I think that's it. So yeah, yep. Well, I hope you all learned something about my farm life, and yeah, I hope you found it really interesting. Like, yeah, even though farm work is kind of hard, but it's still rewarding in the end. So yeah, 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 that's how I look at it. Like, even though it's kind of like hard, I still gotta look at the positive side of it. So yeah. Oh yeah, and also, with my dog boarding place, it's also part of a farm as well. So yeah. Yeah, but I don't deal with like the farm part of my work. Like, like there's people who do that. Yeah, yeah, there's like chickens and like horses and guineas at my work. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah. Thanks for listening to this. Yep, so yeah. Yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All that good jazz. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know the deal at this point. And yeah, that's it. Have a blessed day, everyone, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.